Igbo bụ Igbo ekene m ọnụ. Asị m nke onye chiri ya zerukwa. N'ụbọchị taata bụ ahịa Eke. Ama m na Eke mara anyị mma. Ama m na Eke ketara anyị ihe ọma. Asị m ndụ nwoke ndụ nwaanyị, ndụ mmiri ndụ azụ, mmiri atakwana ma azụ anwụna. Ọchị nọ nso ezi mmụọ, Ezinwa Anaedo Akajiọfọ. Anyị abịakwana tata na ya bụ live program anyị. Dịka m si wee gwa anyị ụnyaa na program nke taa ga-adị n'oge mgbede n'ebe 5, mana enweghịzi m ike bido exactly at 5. Ya ka m ji wee o nwegasịrị ihe mere na abataghị m n'oge from the shrine okwu owuwu be anyị, batakwuo gawakwuo ihe ndị ọzọ. So anyị nọ ebe a kịta maka ya bụ program. Ihe anyị ji wee bịa tata, isiokwu anyị ga-enebe anya tata bụ meditation ya na mkpa ọ dị, the practice of meditation and its importance. Anyị ekwugo okwu banyelu ịchụ àjà, ịga ọfọ, nakwa ihe ndị ọzọ gbasatalụ iji ihe a na-afụ anya materials wee na-agwa mmụọ okwu, outward expressions, demonstrations ya bụ ihe gbasatala àjà. Anyị rụtụrụ aka gbasara ịga ọfọ na ihe ndị ọzọ, mana nke anyị na-ekwu taata anụwa bụ meditation. Ọ bụlọ ife a na-eji materials a na-afụ anya were eme. Meditation bụ mental exercise. Maka na agwara m anyị na ọ bụla site n'sọsọ okwu ọnụ ka mmadụ ji agwa mmụọ okwu, na mmadụ na-agwakwazi mmụọ okwu site n'echiche ya, site n'okwu ọnụ nakwazi site n'omume. You speak and command the spirit forces through your thoughts, your visualizations, imaginations, your feelings, your spoken words, and your actions in the right direction. Na ihe ndị a niile, ụzọ ndị a niile anyị si were agwa mmụọ okwu nwere uru fabal. Fa dịcha mkpa maka na dịka m si wee kwu, meditation bụ mental exercise. Mmadụ iji pictures na n'ime mmụọ were na-agwa mmụọ okwu gbasara ihe ọ chọrọ. Ịma agbara m anyị na the universe is a subconscious being. Universe and the universe forces, they are subconscious beings. So we approach them with materials for demonstration. These materials can either be physical or mental. Physical or mental. By physical, that is where we talk about rituals, aja, ịgọfọ, ịgọji, ịma nzu, ịma edo, ịtụ nkwụ ọkụ, ịchụ aja, ịga na mmiri nye oke, nakwa ụmụ aja dị iche iche. Dịka otu nsi wee kọwa, ụmụ aja ndị anụ abụ aja na-achụ iji ife n'aka, physical something in your hand to demonstrate. Now, in this our topic today, that now it is not only by the use of physical materials. One can also make use of mental materials to communicate with the spirit forces. Mental materials, the pictures, the images you have in your mind, you can align them to communicate with the universe what you want. At every point in time, we are actually sending forth vibrations and receiving vibrations. That now being here, mmụọ ka mmụọ ga-emerụ gị. Ọ bụ ihe mkpụrụ ịkụnyere into the universe through your vibrations. That is also what you receive in return abundantly. So you do not dịka m na-ekwu okwu maka ịkụnye mkpụrụ, nọọ mkpụrụ ịkụnyere ka ị ga-aghọrọ. Ịkụnye mkpụrụ ahụ is done both physically and mentally. You have to achọm ka ị ghọta this topic ọfụma, because ihe anụwa bụ ọ dị very very important na ndụ onye ọbụla bụ onye na-eme ihe mmụọ. That now you have to understand the various tools by which you invest or you sow your desires to be multiplied and returned to you by the fruitful universe. You see, the universe I know here, they richly, abundantly fertile and fruitful. What do you sow into her? What do you give out? What do you give out? Now, everything we do is vibration. And everything we do send information into the universe, into our environment. Okwu is a spell, is a planting tool. The words of our mouth is a planting tool. Our thoughts, imaginations, visualization, these are planting tools. Our actions are also planting tools. Now, what are you actually planting? What are you sowing? You are sowing your desires. You are sowing your desires. That is why we should be conscious and careful of our utterances, about our feelings, the feelings you nurture, your thoughts, your imaginations, the thing you occupy your inner being with. You should be very careful, because you are sowing seed. You are sending forth vibration by them. And the manana of being here tinyere ka ị ga-ewerukwa. Mana na iwere ya bụ ife, ọ ga-adịzi in abundance. Meaning that ọ bụrụ na mkpụrụ ya na-akụnye, the vibration you send forth into the universe, ọ bụrụ na ọ na-abụkarị negative, lack, poverty, not feeling good, heartbroken, depression, if these are the vibrations you constantly send into the universe, be rest assured that you will be receiving more of it abundantly. But if the vibration you send into the universe is of positivity, It's of confidence. It's of peace, prosperity. You are going to have more of it returned to you. Here about the principle that govern our existence here in this universe. If you understand it, you ga aghọta that na ndụ gị, your existence here ga-adịrị gị mma. You will live more happily. The reason most of us keep living in abject poverty and lack, in depression, in unhappiness, is because we create these our realities by ourselves without knowing. Without knowing it, without realizing it. That for you to change your outward experiences, you have to change your inner mind, your inner world. You create from within. What you create from within now manifests in the without, in the outside. Meditation, but the act of, is a mental exercise by which you cultivate or you sow your desires, you plant your desires, you communicate to the universe your desires. Meditation have to do with silence, total silence, and one going into self. Everything about meditation is not about physical, it's about inward. It all goes on in the mind. And let me tell you, if you think the mind is not powerful, then you are lying. You are lying. Ezinwa Anaedo that you see here, I am a living testimony of the power, the effectiveness of our mind. It is not just about ịchụ and ihe ndị ọzọ. Let me tell you, ọ bụrụ na ị na-achụta aja, but you don't understand the other principle that accompany it, which is creating also mentally. If you only create physically, that is, if you only send forth your desires just by physical means, without accompanying it with the mental aspect, you may eventually end up not getting that your desire. Because our creating room is our mind. That is where we create the thing that we see on the outside. Even the universe. Before the universe manifests anything physically, she first of all created that thing in her mind. In her gigantic mind. O create share then if you are potifa. Oh yeah, me some of us Dibia, for example. Some of us Dibia. Abia, we are environment ebe Dibia no. On gasre some more na-apụta in form of ukwu osisi. Like abona and also some plants. Always ụfọdụ mmụọ na-apụta in form of plants, in form of ukwu osisi and all that within the environ of the dibia. Dibia ka ha chọrọ eje. Now, sometime before oisi da anga, such trees are like osisi ọjị, ụmụ osisi mmụọ agas, osisi ọjị, akpọ. Please don't call me while I'm on program. So ụmụ osisi abụcha like osisi ọjị, akpọ, ụdara, ebenebe, and so forth. You understand? Sometime before osisi da anga a manifest here na be dibia physically, abịa ụda agbarụ dibia mana nlọ. No nwere mmụọ dị otu a na-abịa n'oge jo isi dị otu a wee bịa. If that now the universe have already created it in her mind and they now pass the information to the dibia. At that point, I pass the information to the dibia. The osisi apụtabelo physically, man apụta go na in the mind in the subconscious mind of the universe. Go there, you create go. Now ready to manifest it. So that you see when eventually come out physically or fear come out. Gave something that have happened to me. You understand? So before anything come out, before the universe manifests anything physically, on a goes or manifest here in her subconscious mind. The same thing with human being. It is your ability to create in your mind that make you a creator. Every human being is a creator. If you only know how to make use of your mind and your emotions, these are our creating tools. Your mind and its powers. The mind and its powers include your thoughts, which also include visualization, imaginations. This is your first creating tool. Then you talk about emotion. Emotion is another creating tool that we have. Emotion, your feelings, you create by them. If you want to feel happier, if you want to experience more of happiness, you consciously create it in your mind and it will manifest. Emotions. Sorry, I was talking about the mind and its powers. Visual thoughts is one of the powers of the mind, followed by the spoken words. These are powers of the mind because you speak from your mind. Spoken word, then action, physical action. These are the powers of the mind. Then after the mind, you talk about emotion. That is where you find the feeling. Oh, I feel good. I feel great. Oh, today is so great. Today is going to bring me so much great things. That feeling of joy, peace, contentment, relaxation. That is emotion. You understand? And then, which other one? The mind. Then another is the intuition. That is the highest one. The highest creating tool. The intuition. But for you to get ways, ladder in this creating tools. Ladder, the first will go the mind. The mind is the gateway to other higher tools. The mind will go to again. It is the mind that trigger the feeling. The feeling. It is what is in the mind that generates feeling. Do you understand? And then from that feeling, which is emotion, you now get to the intuition, which is the spiritual. The intuition. It is the finest, the purest of it all. Anything you create in the intuitive environment must surely, sometimes almost instantly manifest. But that of the mind, may take some time and some more exercise. Emotion is faster. Emotion is faster than that of the mind. Then intuition is faster than both emotion and the mind. These are our different creating tools, levels of creating tools. The mind. Now, meditation is the practice that helps you to coordinate your mind and your emotion and your intuition. That is meditation. Because, like I said, it is the mind that opens the gate to other higher realms. It is the mind. All mind about the gate, the gatekeeper, that opens you up to other higher energy vibrations. That is why if the mind is closed, a soul that the mind is closed is in darkness and is incapacitated. Such a person is in misery. Because the light of divinity will hardly fall on the person. So, we are talking about meditation. and its importance. Meditation, like I said, is a mental exercise. And you see this meditation of a thing, it is best experienced than explained. Mgbe ụfọdụ ọ na-abụ nchọ ịkụzi ndị mmadụ ihe gbasara practice of meditation. Ọ na-adị esiwe ike. Because I don't know how to. But I will try. Ọ na-ịghọtara ihe ndị a nkọwasịrị. Then, if that na ị ga-aghọta meditation more, its practice. Like I said, it is into you consciously, because meditation is not something you do consciously. You are aware of it. You consciously induce it. It is not something that happens automatically on its own. No, you consciously. That is when it becomes your action. You consciously induce yourself to meditate. It is self-discipline. It is self-discipline, because in meditation, you have to pay attention to the unseen environment. You pay attention to ihe ada afụ anya, and that is where people mostly find it difficult to hold on to. Because it is easier for someone to, gather things, physical things, and it's very easy. That one is practical, all those practicality is very, very much. But the most difficult to accompany it with the mental aspect, which is actually the creator itself, the major creating tool. I will try to demonstrate a little, or the much I can, about meditation. What about meditation practice? It doesn't have any formula or pattern. Like for instance, some people will tell you that if you want to meditate, you sit in certain position and all that. The Ezinwa Anaedo you see here, meditate even while I'm lying down on the bed. You understand? I meditate in any sitting position. The important thing is that my mind is doing the work. And let me tell you, I have achieved so much by practice of meditation than I have achieved by Echuaja. I mean what I'm telling you. But it becomes more perfect when you combine the practice of meditation and the Echuaja. You understand what I explained about Echuaja? Echuaja about the physical, using materials to communicate your desires to the universe. In meditation, you also make use of materials already stored up in your mind that are not physical. Now, when you combine the two, meditation and the Aja rituals, Aja is ritual, that to explain is better. When you combine meditation is not ritual. Meditation is not ritual, because you are not, it doesn't involve physical things. Rituals involve physical things and they carried out in certain direction. You understand? If you combine these two together, meditation and the Echuaja together, you have massive results. You have massive results. In fact, the universe don't have any other option than to grant that thing you desire. And you have more chances of manifesting your desires easily when you combine the two. It doesn't end in paying dibia. It doesn't end in telling dibia. It doesn't end in are you consciously aligned with that ritual? Being consciously aligned with a ritual, but that's meditation aspect. Aligning materials. Importance mkpa dị bụ ịchụ aja and the practice of meditation bụ aja ịchụrụ ga-enye aka wepụ any obstacle on the way to your manifesting your desire. Aja ga-ewepụ ya, so that when you now practice meditation and create your desires, their manifestation becomes more easier and speedily, or the faster. You understand? Manifesting your desire become faster. So by aja, you clear the road. You clear the road. The road is now clear by aja. Physical demonstrations. You clear the path, the spiritual, the roads, the spiritual road path. Then by practice of meditation, you now create what you want. Each aja na odu kamado iwoposen. Ife no chisiri yozo. So whereby you now remove the things in Ochiserozo, and then after removing them, your road is now open. And then instead of you walking the road, you now sit back again. You understand? Each one, making sure that the road is, is free of obstacles and what is it called? Potholes and all that. Now, practice of meditation will now help you to create the things you want to come to you through that road path that is now clear. Don't know if you understand. If you follow spirituality like this, that you will hardly be in lack of something good. Because of what? That now you are actually responsible for creating your desires. You understand how to create your desires. You will never lack. Even if you lack, like here that you lack for some hours or days, it will not be long. Because you follow the right process. Make sure that your spiritual path is free of blockages and potholes. And after that, try to create what you want. Now, I was talking about demonstrating a little about... Sorry, it's getting dark. I hope you are still seeing my face. Demonstrating about meditation. Okay, let's take for example that you are a business person. You are running a shop. You are into trading. And your problem is that you carry customers to patronize you. Let me come before now so that you'll be seeing me. Now your problem is that as a trader, you hardly get people to patronize you. You are in a shop, but then you don't have customers. Customers hardly come your way. Now what do you have to do? Afa we're saying, okay, for instance, Nage yeah, I'm just giving an instance. Nage and then Nage Chopwaja Ajuke. Let's take these two aja for example. You will say, okay, you will near the biego or got berugi lomana mili. In your way, go or waploga ajuke. You understand? Now, by these two aja, you have cleared your path. You have cleared your path. Now, the next step you have to enter is left for you. Oya kanji agbaye that now what Dibia will do, what Dibia can do for you in matters of spiritual journey is just like about 20%. The 80% follow there, bonki gemelo onwege. Dibia can only do like 20%. Whereas 80% lies on your shoulders. After Kadibia Choselaja. Where we see a blockage is not on your path. it is now left for you to consciously create your desire. Now, how do you create your desire? After Keshusilaja, as a trader who doesn't get customers to patronize him or her, he will actually say ajandia, agana mmiri nye oke, agbande mmiri fa mepere go ụzọ ka ife ọma batawa, agbapụ aja uke, ka ndị uke nọrọ n'akụkụ ka ife ọma batawa alụ gị. Now, the next step is left for you, which is creating that your desire. Now, in creating your desire now, by way of this meditation, mental practice that I'm talking about, could be in form of, let me just demonstrate a little. Yes, all things being equal, I don't have anything blocking my path anymore. Therefore, you now sit back, give yourself some moment of silence every day. Give yourself some quiet time, personal quiet time every day. Pick time, probably go to 5 minutes. That 5 minutes of your time out of 24 hours of the day will produce much more fruit, results for you than the number of hours you spend in other things. I'm telling you. Now, in your after now on your own, in your practice of meditation, when you now sit in your meditation position, in your quiet time, in your mind now, remember, the mind make use of images already in the mind. Now, when you're in your quiet time, in your silent hours of meditation, you will now mentally create customers to that your shop, to that your business. Let me tell you, once you create it here, yeah, and you maintain that creativity, it will surely manifest. I'm telling you. In your quiet time, you now sit. In your mind, you gather up customers to that your business. You see them clearly in your mind. You see your business, your shop, being crowded with customers, flowing in and out, and exchanging your goods for cash, for financial transactions. Cash, transfer, and they are buying your product. You see them lined up, and they are patronizing your shop, and they are speaking good of your product. Oh, this your goods is wonderful. You know, the quality is so much good, this and that, you know. And they focus on price here for it. They're asking how much, and you are telling them the price, and they are paying. Remember, all these things are happening in your mind, in your subconscious mind. It's happening there. You see customers coming in and then going out of your shop after successful transaction with you. You create this scene in your mind, and this become your practice every 5 minutes, or remember I say at least 5 minutes every day. That become your practice every day. And in practice of meditation, in creating your desires, you make it real, because actually it is real. Your realest world is that your mind. What you tell your mind. Let me tell you, where your mind is, that is where you are. What your mind creates, that is what you get. Where your mind is, that is where you are. What your mind creates, that is what you get. You may not understand what I'm saying, but haven't you experienced it that it just your mind just went somewhere, probably somewhere you have been before. Your mind just went, maybe in Aganos, or you are just strolling on the road, and then suddenly your mind goes somewhere. If that now, in the physical, you are trekking, you are walking on the road, but your mind is somewhere. If that now, while you are walking, you will be careful doing physically, but you don't recognize the person. Because of what? Your mind is not there. Your mind is somewhere else. And thereby your mind your mind therefore that person following way can ask, Neka, didn't you see me? Sorry, I was far. Do you understand? And then what your mind, whatever your mind creates, that is what you get in life. You understand? Very simple something to understand. And they got your your life will change. What I'm here to do on this page is to change people's life, people's way of thinking. One is your two away name a photo that now the story of all Dibia Laga Haga will end. Because Dibia Luologe Nkoga, and then you go back in yourself to do the one you are supposed to do. A photo that now the two efforts will now bear fruit. What Dibias does for you is to clear path for you. After clear, it's just like supplying you materials to create your desire. And after that, you refuse to create your desire. Who do you blame? You shouldn't blame the Dibia. You blame yourself. Problem people are there with that now. We feel that the Dibia will do everything. The spiritualists will do everything. So, the day is getting darker. I have to end the program. If you have any question based on the topic we treated today, you ask on the comments section or you shout me up in boss. Our tomorrow program will also be in the evening. Tomorrow. Tomorrow. In fact, this from tomorrow till Sunday, my days are booked with works, a lot of work. But our program must not suffer. I will find a way to do it. We'll find a way. We've got not 10 minutes. We'll do it. Because I have to go. Practice what I said, what I teach today. And you will never regret it. I speak to you from my personal experience. More Ezinwa Anaedo. Practice goal, met results, confirmed, trusted. You understand? So I can as my name is Ezinwa Anaedo. I come for the total restoration of ordinary no men and Igbo. Kashifonu.